This place already looks like a paradise. So quiet. It's early, it's just 8 o'clock in the morning, but we already do enjoy the great scenery here on Corsica. Extremely beautiful mountain area here. These roads are just amazing. Blue sky. We are in the small city which is called Centuri. I'm not even sure whether this is a city or a village, but it looks very nice and cute. The smell is great, flowers everywhere. Perfect place. Just stopped in some beautiful cafe along the road with a nice scenery. The weather is great. It's not too warm. It's just perfect for riding. Our first off-road is just about to start. Let's go. So, some really badass off-road master coming out there. Do you know what is the best place on Corsica to have some lunch? Check this. Only you and endless mountains. Just arrived at the camping. Right now we are going to check the local grocery store on the camping, get some beer, and after that we will proceed to the beach because it's time to cool down a little bit. So there is a nice beach on the camping where we are staying. There far away you see the city which is called Calvi. Tomorrow we are staying in this region and we surely go for a walk there to see some sightseeing. But for today, after 180 kilometers on the small roads of Corsica, it's good enough like this. The first day on Corsica is a great success. Cheers. Cheers.
Salut.
So we are getting closer to the old citadel of Calvi. It looks beautiful from the beach side. So right now we are in the city center of Calvi. It's not a big city, it only has around 5,000 inhabitants. This city is famous because of its olives and various kinds of fruits. Also, 2.5 kilometers away from the city, there is a basement of French Foreign Legion, which is a famous military organization allowing men from all over the world to participate to wars organized by France. Beautiful panorama to the Corsican mountains. Looks magnificent as always. So a great panorama opens up from the citadel. This is how the city looks like from the upper level. Looks great. The Christopher Columbus, he is from here, from Calvi. This great discoverer of the world was born here. So, another day on the camping, another meat grill. This barbecue is provided by the camping Dolce Vita. Thank you for that. The rosé meat is ready for consumption. This is how food on the camping should look like. And I want to mention these tomatoes. These are so tasty. Really, it's been a long time ago I've eaten such tasty tomatoes. Look at this, medium rare and some pork steaks. Everything looks great and it also tastes such. Good morning. Day 3 of our trip to Corsica. We are about to leave the very nice camping Dolce Vita, which is near Calvi. Today we are heading towards Corta, which is another old city in Corsica. Our first evening will be dedicated to the city trip, and our second day will be dedicated to a hike. it's time for some lunch. And if you have lunch, it's better to have lunch in some beautiful area. This is Lac de Calacuccia. I hope I pronounce this name correctly of this lake. It's around 30 kilometers away from Corta, where we're heading towards right now. But first we need some energy to continue our trip. We already did around 130 kilometers on very beautiful mountain and forest roads. And this is how the mountain area of Corsica looks like. So just arrived at another camping. It was a pretty long riding day. We departed at 8:30 and right now it's 3 o'clock and the tents are already pitched up. So we're gonna grab some beer and after that
crepes for lunch.
Crepes for lunch.
Crepes for lunch.
Okay, we had crepes for lunch. You heard it. But now we're going to have beer for dinner, and maybe, if we still have energy left, we're going to visit the local beach.
Salute.
Salute. It's time for a well-deserved beer on the camping. It's time for a lake swim. I just heard the water is very, very cold. Let's check this out.
Я сразу.
Okay. Реально такой вембат.
Да.
So this is the view from the citadel of Calvi. It was a tough climb, but we are still not there. Still got a couple of meters to go. And my friend is a little bit tired. He's tired but not broken. So another great view from the Calvi, not Calvi, Corte citadel. It's a great panorama. The citadel was built. This is how Corsican dinner looks like. We are pretty hungry. It's been a long day of riding and hiking, and now it's time to enjoy some Corsican food. Right now we are doing a hiking trail. The official part of it is called Trevignon. It's actually the river, but the trail has the same name. However, we chose the wrong path accidentally, and now we have to correct for it. The official path is somewhere higher up in the mountains, but we started to walk along the river, which is pretty low, and we have to follow this very narrow trail to get up to the official Trevignon trail. We have no idea where we're walking right now. Sometimes it becomes pretty challenging as the elevation changes continuously, but we are having a great fun.
Yeah. I had fun once.
So we finally reached the official hiking trail of Trevignon. It looks very beautiful here. Look at this. There is a river called Trevignon streaming below from the mountains. Just awesome panorama here. This is why you hike, to visit places you normally can't reach by any vehicle. We're still on the trail towards the end point, but this trail seems endless up till now. It was less than 9 kilometers of walking up till now, but it's a pretty challenging track, as you can see. The inclinations are high, and the last 2.5 kilometers we only going up to the mountain, and Vova is very happy right now.
Yeah. Happy and happier.
We have found a company on our lonely trip. These are wild beasts, I think. I'm not sure if they belong to someone. They're just eating the plants and enjoying the life. Good morning, it's 9:30, Wednesday. 1.5 hours ago we left the beautiful camping where we stayed near Corta. Yesterday, after the long hiking day, we were entirely broken. So we went to sleep at around 9 o'clock and I've slept until 6:30 today in the morning. It's really my longest night in Corsica, longest sleeping night. Yesterday the trail was very fun, but also a bit tough. It was longer than expected and it was hotter than expected. The trail was pretty technical here and there, a lot of climbing, but it was great. So I highly recommend visiting the Trevignon trail. But be prepared to come back absolutely broken to your camping and go to bed early. We are heading to Ajaccio. Just arrived to Ajaccio and after having some lunch decided to visit the local city beach. It looks beautiful. Look at this. The road to here was fun. It was the main road, but still very curvy, not something like a German autobahn. And we are still waiting before we can check in our hotel. Fortunately, we could drop our stuff there and put on other clothes, so we could have a walk in the city center. But now it's 1:30. We still have 1.5 hours before check-in will be available. So for this reason we decided to enjoy city walk and some beach life. We are on the Fesh square of Ajaccio. Fesh was the Corsican priest who went against the French state and later joined Napoleon. So right now we are in the Maison de Napoleon, in the house of Napoleon. À la mémoire de Napoleon. So we are approaching the grot of Napoleon, the place where Napoleon came, according to the legends, to have some philosophical thoughts, to think about life. Good morning, it's Thursday, 8:30. Half an hour ago we left Ajaccio. It's a very nice and beautiful city. We have been walking around yesterday the whole day, but for me personally, one day in Ajaccio is more than enough to see all the nice stuff the city has to provide. So, to be honest, I'm glad we left today early in the morning. Our next destination is Filitosa. These are prehistoric ruins. We will head towards Porto Vecchio, where we are going to stay on the camping for 2 more nights. But let's see when we are so far. So some great panorama here from the road to Lac de Tola. It's very, very quiet and beautiful here. It's a pretty big contrast to Ajaccio, which is densely populated by tourists and vehicles, and this is exactly the opposite to it. It's unbelievable. This building is more than 3,000 years old.
Descends par là-bas.
resembles, this rock resembles a face. This tree is 1200 years old. It's an olive tree. So finally we just arrived at the camping Aritoli near Porto Vecchio. It's a nice camping, pretty big, but it has everything you need. Toilets, even a swimming pool and a restaurant. It was a long riding day. Today we have ridden for about 210-20 kilometers. And the biggest problem today, it was the heat. It was very hot because we are right now in the south of Corsica. The temperatures look about the same, around 30 degrees in the afternoon. However, you don't have these cool areas in the mountains because you also sit a bit lower to the sea level. For this reason, it felt really hot most of the time. So it was every time we parked the bike, we stopped along the road. We had to really look for some shadow because otherwise it was not bearable. But we made it as always. So now we are going to enjoy our evening. We are approaching the city center of Porto Vecchio. Looks old and cute. Narrow streets, very cool. A nice little square, old buildings, a lot of people, but the sphere is great. People are enjoying a walk in the very old city Porto Vecchio. Looks very cool here. Look at this bike, it's gorgeous. It's Archive motorcycle scrambler. Never seen something like this before. I even don't know this brand, Archive. Very cool. So again, we are approaching the citadel. Wow, there is some party going on here. Very cool. So we have finally climbed the citadel, and this is the view from it, which is very promising. Look at this. This is just a great view. Really positive vibes here. I've missed something like this. Very cool. Good morning. We just arrived in Bonifacio, or as French people say, Bonifacio. This is the very old city. According to the legend, it was founded in 900 or 876, I believe. If you see, it was built on the rock, and right now we are looking on the port. And first we're going to drink some tea, and then we're going to climb the citadel of Bonifacio. Bonifacio already looks very beautiful. We have to do some steep climb, but then we are going to be on the top of the citadel with, I believe, a great view. So we are going to climb the famous Escalier d'Aragon. We were obligatory to wear the helmet. Not sure why, but we'll find out soon. However, I think if you go down, no helmet will help you.
Oh.
Nice walk. Not sure how far we need to go. Sometimes I'm happy I'm not that tall. Otherwise, how are you doing?
Yeah, fine. Great, best day ever.
Tired but not broken.
Yeah, entirely not broken.
It's time to have a lunch after a long walk in a beautiful city. We found a nice little beach,
Plage de Sauvage.
Plage de Sauvage, near our camping in Porto Vecchio. I can already tell you that the water is very warm, and we're gonna test it out. Magnifique! You can do it! You can do it!
Zonza. Yes.
Opa! Good morning. It's Saturday, 16th of July. We are about to leave the camping Artoli, which is in Porto Vecchio. Today we are heading towards Gisoni, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this place is in the mountains, so we are leaving the coast, and the plan is to enjoy the mountain area for the coming 2 days. Just stopped in a beautiful village called Zonza. For us it's just a transit route. We stopped here to drink some coffee and tea. Amazing view, mountain area. It's pretty different than the coast area. Here it's not that hot, but still warm enough. After 3 hours of riding, we just arrived in Gisoni. Our camping is located higher in the mountains. We decided to stop first to have some lunch. Ordered the local crepe from Gisoni. It looks like it's going to taste just very good. This is the small village. Ghisoni looks very cool. There you see some mountains. Everything is very small, very cozy. Looks and feels very different compared to the coastal area. So let's enjoy our lunch and then we are going to check out our camping. Well, this is camping Uvaldo in Ghisoni. Looks like a very great camping site. Forest and mountains. It's all you need. So, here we are. Camping Uvaldo. This is our terrace. Looks good. The soil is very hard, so difficult to put the sticks in the ground. However, the location is beautiful. The bikes are resting after a not such a long but intensive riding day. Great place here. Happy we are in the mountains again. So we have heard from the camping owner that there is a small river near the camping, around 50 minutes of walking. So right now we are walking down this goat trail. We already walked for around 10 minutes. So if everything goes correctly, we should arrive in 5 minutes. We're finally approaching the river. It took a bit longer than 50 minutes, but it's negligible. Looks cool. My name is Vova and I'm a jackass. Good morning. It is Monday, 18th of July. We are about to leave the great camping Uvaldo in Gisoni. Today we are heading towards Bastia, but we are not taking the shortest route. We are taking the long route, which is approximately 160 kilometers. We are going to ride over the mountain roads and a bit of coast. See you then! Pardon.
GPS is not good here. GPS not good.
I see it already. Oh yeah.
You can turn here.
I think so. Сейчас я наверх проеду, помогу. Merci beaucoup. Holy crap. Whew. So, we just finished the entire route of Corsica. It was around 1060 kilometers. Just finished it 1 hour ago and checked in the hotel in Bastia, and now enjoying the beer, the well-deserved beer. Today's trip was pretty exciting. We had a couple of moments in the mountains, but everything went well. It's pretty hot, especially when you're fully equipped. But right now, as you can see, I have the right gear to enjoy the beer. Cheers. Produce. This is the city center of Bastia, the Napoleon. It's a pretty touristic place, but still looks very cute. It's very old streets. Well, nice poster. The shop. What are you doing here? You having some chill moment? Bye bye Corsica. Bye bye my dear. Fortunately we could spend 10 full days on Corsica, which is great. Very beautiful island. I didn't expect to have such a great time here, but to everything comes an end. This is life.